Hello, and welcome back to Clean Air on Air, the weekly environmental news roundup brought to you by the Clean Air Council, where every week we break down the past week's environmental news. This week we'll be talking about the EPA tightening tailpipe emissions, the redesign of Lehigh Avenue, and what happened to all the trees at Cobbs Creek Golf Course. Let's get into it. On Monday, the Biden administration proposed new strict limits on pollution from buses, delivery vans, tractor-trailers, and other heavy trucks. This is the first time in over 20 years that standards have been tightened. Heavy-duty trucks will need to reduce emissions of nitrogen oxide by 90% by 2031. The new rules also tackle CO2 emissions. Reduction of nitrogen oxide pollution would apply to trucks beginning with models in 2027, and CO2 emission cuts would be applied to models in 2024. According to EPA estimates, the new limits would prevent up to 2,100 premature deaths, 6,700 hospital visits and emergency room visits, 18,000 cases of asthma in children, 78,000 lost days of work, and 1.1 million lost days of school by 2045. Wow. The new rule is a part of a three-step Clean Trucks Plan, a series of clean air and climate change regulations over the next 3 years that are designed to reduce pollution from trucks, buses, and accelerate the transition to all-electric zero-pollution vehicles. The rule will be open for public comment for 46 days and will be expected to be finalized by the end of 2022. Philadelphia city planners and PennDOT are beginning to plan to improve Lehigh Avenue, Washington Avenue's North Philadelphia twin. Lehigh Avenue runs from Delaware Avenue near Fishtown through North Kensington, ending in Strawberry Mansion near the Schuylkill River. While Washington Avenue has its own flaws, Lehigh Avenue is actually the most dangerous road in Philadelphia. Twice as many people have died in crashes on Lehigh between 2014 to 2018. Washington Avenue's rebuild has caused backlash due to the city's neglect of larger social and socioeconomic problems that neighborhoods bordering these roadways face. It needs to be understood that road projects in Philadelphia aren't just about the road, but are also about the underlying issues like gentrification, rising housing prices, the rise of people who are unhomed, and systematic racism. The economic and racial disparities between the two sides of Lehigh Avenue are more extreme than the two sides of Washington Avenue. If the city wants to actually improve Lehigh Avenue, they need to look at Kensington from an overview perspective and work to solve many of the social problems that are occurring. Let's not make the same mistake that we did with Washington Avenue. And lastly, a group of male golfers on an online forum decided it would be okay to cut down 30 acres of trees. On the morning of February 23rd, residents of Overbrook Park North woke up to the sound of trees being cut down, which continued on for the rest of the day. What made up the 30 acres of trees? Tulip trees, red oaks, and other hardwood trees that are all estimated to be over 100 years old. So what actually happened? The group met on an online forum in 2007 where they discovered that Cobbs Creek was a hidden gem in the golfing world. They formed a group called Friends of Cobbs Creek Golf Course and set out to rejuvenate the golf course by bringing in many wealthy and well-connected Philadelphians. Fast forward to the end of December 2021 when the lease was signed and 2 permits for clearing trees were approved. If this was in the work for over 20 years, why didn't the community know about it? Well, they didn't really involve the community. 33,000 people live in the zip code 19151 where the golf course is located, and they met with more than 100 community members. To give some context, 89% of the 19151 zip code are Black people. The median household income is just under $50,000. 20.3% of residents live below the poverty line, and 55% of them are female. Golf, on the other hand, the sport is made up of 80% white people and 77% are men. The average household income of a golfer is over $100,000. So if you don't golf and you don't have the means to do so, there's not much you can get out of a golf course. The real question then becomes, does the city really need a first-class golf course or a forest of trees? With warming temperatures on the rise due to climate change, the need for trees to absorb carbon dioxide emissions is more important than ever. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Leanna McNew, and I'm signing off for Clean Air on Air. See you next week.